Please tell me why I've entered the room. It's looking like a bandizi. It's looking like a bando. I'm seeing empty pizza boxes all over the floor. Empty water bottles.
Guys, there's a lot of girls that do this clean girl aesthetic that don't like bathing. Like, they've actually got beef with soap and water.
It's like, you get mad at me because I'm trying to be a good friend until you stink.
Where you at, Berto?
Baddies exposed. Pretty girls and bad hygiene. Musty smells. Dating horror stories. This is low-key a part 2. Y'all really enjoyed the part 1, so we're running it back. Let's do it.
Every time on how I was friends with this girl that smelled like fish. So in Cleveland, on Sundays, we had this thing called Come Down Sunday. So on Sundays, we had like all the old schools and stuff. Like, they meet up at this park called Gordon Park. This is when Gordon Park used to go. Like, everybody used to be down there. So I had this homeboy, his name was S. S had a nice old school, whatever. Like, but S will always have like people, like females in his car. Like, his car will always like have females in it, whatever. So me and this girl, we're gonna call her D. We used to be cool. We used to always go places all the time. Like, couldn't separate us. So me and her went to Come Down Sunday. Come Down Sunday was cool, starting to wind down or whatever. So I end up seeing my homeboy S. So I'm like, oh, hey S, whatever, da 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 da. So he telling me about his car and stuff. So I'm like, okay, like, I see you, you got your shit looking good or whatever. So I'm like, so when you gonna let me get a ride? Cause I always wanted to ride in S car, but S always, like I said, always have females in his car.
Okay.
So he like, shit, you can ride with me today. We can go for a ride. I can take you like around, whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. So mind you, I am with D. So she like standing back, she see us, so she come up, she like, ooh, I like your car, da 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 da. So he like, oh, thank you, no, appreciate it, whatever. So she like, oh, can I come for a ride? Like, can I go with you? So me knowing S, he not like that type of dude that like he's nice, like he,
you don't like randoms,
but as far as like you getting in his car, he can act funny. So I was surprised that he said yes. So he like, yeah, you know, like, you with her, whatever, like, I'm not gonna leave you up here by yourself, whatever. So I get in the passenger seat. So he leaned his seat up to let her in. She get in, she opened up her legs to get in the car. So, you know, sit down. When I tell you, we sat in that car.
Opening up your legs to sit down and instantly getting hit with a whiff is crazy work. Her shit must have been overly stank.
Once she got in and like sat down, the whole car filled up with like a strong fish smell. So embarrassing. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, I hope he don't smell it. But I know he smelled it because the whole car is filled up with like the smell. So I'm like, okay. So he looked at me, but I didn't look at him because I know me, I'm gonna laugh. Like, okay, so boom. So we get the
weren't you friends with her? You wasn't smelling this before or nothing?
And shit. So I started noticing like he started rolling all the windows down and like we start riding fast. So I'm like, oh, like he's
really trying to air that hoe out.
So I'm like, just asking questions about the car or whatever, and like he just answering and shit. Like, I'm trying to distract him from the smell, but I could tell the smell was getting to him because he like, man, I wish it wouldn't.
Bro, there's not much things in life that, like, a stank motherfucker, bro, that's gonna ruin the whole mood. Like, I can't ignore that. I be mad when I'm driving in my car, and y'all never know, y'all know when you pull up to like next to a garbage bin or like an area that got like a sewer open or something, and you can smell that hoe. Like, that shit pisses me off. And that's reasonable because it's a fucking sewer. Like, the sewer stink. The garbage stink. But you know when it just be coming through your air vents, you be like, bro, what the fuck? I'm trying to get up out of here. This shit stink, bro. That be pissing me off. To imagine to purposely allow another human being into your whip and they smell like sewage, man.
That cold because I let my like top down because his top would come off. So he because I let this bitch down. Like, so I'm like I feel like he was getting hints of like why he had the windows down, but he didn't really want to come out and say it. So whatever. So like we went for a quick love. When I tell you we went around the corner and came back, we went around the corner and came back. So boom. So okay, we get back and he like, oh, you ain't give me no hug, give me a hug. So he gave me a hug, and then he I get out the car, she get out the car, and then he was like, hold on, let me talk to you real quick. So I'm like, okay. I already knew what he wanted to talk about, because he smelled it, I smelled it. She didn't. I don't know if she smelled it. She could have smelled it, because
I don't understand how people be so stink and they don't realize that they stink. It only makes me just feel like y'all just don't give a fuck, because I'm so conscious of that. Like, bruh, let's all be real human beings for a second. We've all at some point in our life kind of, you know, put our arm up, whether we're doing something, we go, oh shit, like, oh, I'm tripping. I don't know if my deodorant wearing off. I don't know what's going on, but like, you smell it. You smell it. You know what I'm saying? And that's not even something that happens often, but I'm just being like, really, we've all had a situation where it's like, oh shit, like I'm tripping right now. You know what I'm saying? And what do? You either, me personally, I stop whatever I do and I leave the premises, or if I'm in a position where I'm close next to a Walgreens or, you know, a dollar store or something, I'm gonna go get some fragrance and get some deodorant fragrance. Like, no, I can't just live like that. You inconveniencing everybody around you, man. Smelling like shit. Before we get back into the video, if you're in need of some easy free money, there's this app called Free Cash where they pay you money to play their video games. If you click the link in the description or scan my QR code on the screen, you'll be able to download the app and choose which games you want to play that are actually fun to make easy free money, bro. These apps are paying people to test out their games, so that's just how the system works, so you can make this free easy money. I'll show you guys right here. Plenty of people are telling me they're making an easy 5, 10, 20, some even hundreds of dollars extra a month. It's all transparent. It's not a scam. And they really do pay you the money through methods like PayPal, gift cards, whatever you need to cash out, they got you. So if you need the extra money and you like video games, click the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen and get yourself some free extra money. Let's get right back into the video.
The whole car, like I said, he had the windows up at first when we first got in, so the smell was trapped in the car. Okay, so he put me to the side. He like, you know, like, you need to tell your friend to fix that. So I try to play dumb, like, I'm like, what you talking about?
Nah.
No, damn well I know what he talking about. So he like,
that ain't right. You dead wrong for that.
You didn't smell that? So I'm like, yeah, I smelled it. So he was like, how you walking? You been walking around with her like that all day?
That's what I'm trying to say. You her friend. You ain't smelling that?
I'm like, well, we outside. I don't smell her. Like she wasn't in a closed compartment with me, so no, I didn't smell her. Like, and then when I picked her up, she said she got in the shower, so I didn't smell her when she first got in my car. Boom. So he pissed. So he going back to his car. He like, come here. So I went back to his car and he opened the door. He like, you smell that shit? That shit trapped in my car. Now I gotta air my shit. So he started going off. So I'm like, ooh, like. So at this point she walked away because she had a phone call. I think this is the time when she was talking to like this dude from jail, whatever. So
well, that might tell you everything you need to know.
She walked away, so he going on. So he like, you better tell her. I'm gonna tell her. I'm like, ooh, like, you don't want S to tell you, because S, he gonna go in. He ain't gonna care. Like, he ain't gonna spare her. So I'm like, okay. Like, I'll tell her, whatever. So boom, he like, I'm about to go get my car cleaned out or whatever. So it's late. So I'm like, where you gonna go get your car cleaned out? He like, I don't know, I'm gonna figure it out. So he left. Boom. So at this point, Come Down Sunday was like damn near over. You know how like you had them stragglers that be still standing there like talking and shit? That's what was going on. People just talking. Most of the cars was gone. People was just standing around talking. So we walk back to my car and I'm like, all right, we about to leave or whatever. I'm about to drop you back off at home. So we get back in the car and she was like just talking about his car and stuff. Like, oh, I forgot to tell y'all. So she was trying to take a video of his car, like after he had gave us like gave us the ride around the corner or whatever. And he was like, no, like I don't even play like that. Like I don't like people recording my shit or whatever. She like, come on, like this is what Come Down Sunday is for. Like people be recording people's cars, which is true. But he was like, no, like no, you're not about to no. So I also asked him about that. I'm like, damn, why you ain't let her record? He like, hell no, like, cause people know my car, and then he gonna be like, I don't want to affiliate myself with her. Like, she stink. Like, hell no. He me thinking I found that. Like, no. He was like, you can post it, but she can't post my shit. I'm like, damn. All right, so back to when we walk into the car, so we get in the car or whatever. So we
angry
just
as hell.
she talking about his car, and she talking about how he was
Bobby,
like, she could post it or whatever, and she didn't give. She still was gonna post it. So she was asking me for my video I had got. So I'm like, I don't want to really send that to you because that's being messy. Because that's my friend, and he don't really want you posting him for a reason. So boom. So I'm like, well,
what's the reason?
Something because he said something about you or whatever, and I need to let you know. So I tell her, I'm like, yeah, when you got in a car, you smell like fish. Like his whole car, like filled up with fish. Like, I don't know if you're aware, but like, you smell like fish. So she ain't say shit. So I'm like, did you hear me? And she like, yeah, I ain't trying to hear what you talking about. So she just started like,
I hate people like that, bro. Like, I'm the type of friend, bro. I'm the type of friend where if something's going on with me, tell me. It might not be what I want to hear. It might be a little bit embarrassing. But it's like, I'd rather know. Like, oh, hey, bro. Hey, Berto, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, yo, pull me to side. Hey, Berto, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on, but, bro, you kind of, you know what I'm saying? You might want to get that shit right. Oh, shit. For real? Nah, for sure, man. I appreciate that. You know, I'm going to get up out of there and handle my business. Mind you, I'm just giving y'all an example. Realistically, bro. Nigga. I learned from, let me tell y'all a little micro story, bro. So I'm probably like elementary school, and I ain't gonna get too overly into my personal, but like when I was in elementary school at that time, you know, my family was going through some shit, and pretty much we was kind of like, pretty much the best way to put it is like homeless. And, you know, my mom was holding shit down, and she was, you know, hopping around a little bit to, you know, getting us right. But at that time, the nigga wasn't really showering like that. And when I was wearing the same clothes to school. So, you know, and I'm a young boy. I'm in middle school. I'm not middle school, elementary school. You know, I'm going through puberty and whatnot. So apparently, you know, kids was walking around being like, hey, no, hey, I ain't gonna lie, Berto kind of on. Meanwhile, I'm knowing what's going on. Like, I'm on because of my situation. But I remember my teacher pulling me to the side and being like, hey, no, Berto, you know, you're probably just going through puberty and and like, you know what I'm saying? You probably need to start like wearing deodorant because, you know, kids are complaining that you know what I'm saying? And I just remember feeling so embarrassed and so like, but I knew what was going on. And I was even more embarrassed to, you know, be telling random people what I was going through. But like, that was a lesson that taught me like at such a young age, like, yo, it doesn't matter what you're going through. You don't have to stink. Because when I went home and told my mom, you know what I'm saying? She just got me right. She's like, okay, nah, we gonna make sure you got the deodorant. We gonna flip this situation. We gonna make sure, like, we gonna get the, you know, laundromat, whatever it is. And that problem was gone, and I got rid of that insecurity. But that, you know, that shit scarred me though. I was like, I don't ever want to be walking around ever in life and the motherfucker be like, oh, that nigga Bert, like nobody could ever say that. Motherfucker, I'm overly spraying. I got the deodorant. I'm showering 3 times a day. I'm quality fragrance too, $500 fragrance. What up? Smelling good. That's my favorite compliment. When I walk in the elevator and, oh, wow, you smell really good. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Now, all that to say, I don't care how broke you are. I don't care what I don't give a fuck if you homeless, nigga. Being stank is a choice, bro. Bad hygiene, it like, come on. Some of y'all niggas, like, you gonna say I'm insensitive, but niggas out here begging for $1 and some change on the street and shit. You can go to the dollar store. There's some toothpaste and toothbrushes for fucking 50 cents, nigga. Come on. Say what you want. That shit's a choice, bruh. Being stank is a choice. It don't gotta be that.
Whatever. Like, she wasn't trying to hear it. So I'm like, well, I mean, like, it wasn't nothing I could say. Like, I already told you what the issue was. So after that, I drop her off at home. She ain't text me, so I'm like, okay, like, she must be mad. So I'm thinking, okay, like, everything gonna be cool, like, whatever.
Be mad and stank.
Next day,
We're not
she
friends
no
no more.
Next day, she ain't text. So I'm like, okay, like, she mad. So I break it. I'm like, I called her. I'm like, what you doing? Nothing. I'm like, oh, what's wrong with you? Cause you know what? I just don't like the way y'all tried to play in my face, talk about I stink. Da, 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 da. So I'm like, so that's why you ain't talk to me, because you mad because I told you you have an odor? Like, if it was me, I would want somebody to tell me, like, girl, like, you a little musty, or girl, you smell a little, like, stale or something. Like, bitch, tell me, because I don't want to be walking around like.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand why people be getting mad. Nigga looking out for you.
She got mad. Like, she literally got mad and stopped, like.
So people like that, they miserable, bro. You just gotta leave them.
Until I called her, and then she was still mad. Just fix the problem. Like, it's not that serious. Like, you get mad at me because I'm trying to be a good friend and tell you stink.
You see, one of the most scariest things, yeah, when a female is dirty. And I can't lie, you see females, naturally, they're cleaner than boys, bro. So you see when I see that a female is dirty.
You think that, but after watching some of these vids, bro, I'm not even sure.
It's so unexpected, bro. Let me tell you this little story time. So back in first year when I was doing my thing, I was really outside doing my jinky. I had one babes. I went to her com. Obviously, she gave me a little heads up saying, oh, her ain't looking the best. It's a bit dirty. This and that. Don't judge her. I'm like, you know what? It's calm. It surely can't be that bad. Please tell me why I've entered the room. It's looking like a bandizi. It's looking like a bando. I'm seeing empty pizza boxes all over the floor. Empty water bottles like this all over.
Hey, I'm going to tell y'all right now. Now, I don't know what it is with girls and cars, but y'all cars be dirty as fuck. Y'all cars be dirty as fuck. But there's levels to it, though. And I'm instant. If I get into a female's vehicle and I see food bags and empty water bottles piled up to the mountain and all types of shit, I'm off you. I'm straight off you. Now, if it's like, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 water bottles, maybe, a little bit of clothes or some sandals, and like, all right, you messy, but you're not dirty though. But if you got food in your shit, you got food, tissue, like I can see, like it's like, oh, this is build up. I'm off you, ho. I'm off you. You're tripping.
The floor, crumbs on her bed.
Crumbs?
I felt uncomfortable, G. You know the ones my body's self-itching, I'm twitching. I couldn't stay there for more than 30 minutes. I'm looking around saying, ugh. And the weirdest thing is the girl is actually good looking as well. So when the fact that you're good looking and you're dirty, it's like, as a female, how are you dirty? Because normally when you go to a female's room, yeah, it smells heaven sent, fam. Females are the cleanest human beings ever. Ever.
It's supposed to be.
So when you have that odd one that's dirty, I was even thinking, Jesus, the fact that you actually let me come to this room says a lot about you.
Even that says a lot too, because it's like, bro, again, I'm gonna tell y'all, let's be all adults here and keep it real. Every once in a while, your apartment or something might get a little bit, messy, out of order. But nigga, I will never let somebody walk into my crib and be able to be like, oh, nah, his shit messy, his shit dirty. Never. As soon as I hear somebody's on their way, I don't care if it's been my partner and we've been close for like 10 plus years. Like, that's my dog. Literally, like, I'm talking about my male friends. Bruh, I'm cleaning my apartment. And it's not even about wanting to impress them or nothing. It's just the fact that it's like, I have shame, nigga. I don't want nobody walking into my place that I call a home and looking around like, yo, what the fuck? This shit's nasty, bro. This shit's dirty. Like, bro, no. Y'all parents didn't teach you that? Y'all niggas ain't got no shame. That's the damn problem.
Scared. I was honestly scared. Like, I was thinking, this girl, does she not clean at home? Like, it was just too much, bro. Dirty clothes everywhere. The bed sheets even stank. I couldn't even do my
bed sheets stank.
Oh, my head.
I didn't want to say this. Clean girl aesthetic this, clean girl aesthetic that, but do you bath?
Yeah.
Guys, before you start idolizing people on TikTok, Instagram, I know it's so easy to come on this app and want what others have and think, oh my God, they're so pretty, but smell them first. I promise you, smell them. Guys, there's a lot of girls that do this clean girl aesthetic that don't like bathing. Like, they've actually got beef with soap and water. Like, you see how cats jump out the shower. They don't like to shower. Guys, like, I wish I could tell you what I know, but like, this is a thing that's too common now. Like, you'll be shocked by a lot of people's hygiene. It's so bad. I know we've branded clean girl aesthetic as an external thing, but can you go to the dentist for your 6-month checkup that you no longer go to because you're over 18 and now you have to pay, so you don't want to pay, but you'd rather use the money for your nails, but you've got build up of plaque in your teeth, okay? Or you'd rather use the money to go and do composite bonding, putting fake stuff over the problem, but you've got plaque build up. Tell me if I'm lying, guys. I'm sure at least one girl can come in my comments and agree that you don't know people's habits until you go on holiday with them. That girl that you thought was the cleanest babe is getting in the shower once a week on holiday, if I'm lying. This is not a personal experience, guys. I just want to, because my girls, yeah. But I've heard so many things. It just makes me think like, wow, like, did we forget what hygiene is? Like, I know, like, yes, get your bust down, get your nails done. Yeah, that's all cute, but did you wash your bum?
Yeah.
Like, please, guys. All I say is just don't come online and expect everyone to bath, because they don't. And your nose will tell you otherwise. Okay? Thank you.
I just don't get it, bro. Like, I can't even sleep without taking a shower, bro. Like, I couldn't even fix myself. I could barely nap. I can't barely nap if a nigga feels sticky and icky, bro. I don't know, bro. This shit is foreign as fuck to me.
At this point in the video, we have heard stories after story, and I realized that one of the biggest denominators, those are the things or engineers have to take that actually came from another
to it. His story
came from another days, and during the entire trip, sis did not take a shower, not even once. He observed her. Other persons that were, my gosh, let's worry.
And I should give a trigger warning if you get grossed out really easily, because I do, so just know. So this story is about a guy who says that he was dating the most prettiest girl he had ever been with, but she was so dirty. Okay, so he says that he met this girl at a friend's party. He says that the moment he saw her, he was mesmerized. She was beautiful. She was super girly. He says that he introduced himself to her, and they ended up talking. They ended up exchanging phone numbers, and he started trying to, get to know her. So he says that at first, they would hang out here and there, but it was always at night. She was kind of very private. She wouldn't really share a lot of things about her life. But she was willing to go out with him when it came to dinner, the movies, dancing. Like, it just became like a weekend kind of thing. They would see each other every Friday night, Saturday night. But it was just for short periods of time. It wasn't like for the full day kind of stuff. So he says that this went on for about 2-3 months. He says that he would invite her out during the day, and she was always kind of busy. So he says that his friend was having a birthday celebration in Vegas. He says that they booked, a suite for a couple of days, and he invited her. To his surprise, she agreed, and he was super excited because, again, he hadn't spent any time with her outside of just fun nights.
Little weekend joints.
Okay, so he says that when he picked her up, she had 2 small bags, and they were gonna stay there for 4 days. So that kind of threw him off, and he asked her, like, that's all you're bringing? And she's like, yeah, that's all I need. So he says that the drive there, he was looking at her, and she didn't have makeup on. She was very beautiful, and he was just even more attracted to her. So he says on the drive there, everything was fine. He says that they checked into the hotel, and again, this is a suite, so they were sharing this big suite with other people, other couples. So he says that that night they decided to get ready, and everybody started showering, kind of getting ready, and she didn't. He didn't really pay that much attention to it. He says that he noticed that she kind of just changed really quick, and she took a really long doing her makeup and her hair. And then throughout the night, they were out. He says that he started noticing that she was smelling. He says that at first it was like a sweat smell, like armpit smell. Then when they were dancing, he started smelling her hair. He says that she just started smelling weird.
Mm-hmm.
He says that there was a point where they were in the car and one of his friends said, "What the hell smells so bad?" And he knew it was her, but he just didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
He was surprised because he had gone dancing with her before. So he just didn't understand why, it didn't happen before. But again, it wasn't the...
At this point, he's probably brushing it like, okay, maybe she had a bad night. She did just not shower when we all showered. That was weird. But I've hung out with her multiple times, man. It just must have been a fluke situation. I'm not gonna drill her for it. Let's see.
Summer, so he kind of just let it go.
Yeah.
He says that when they got home, he's a very clean person, and his first instinct was to shower before getting
of course.
into bed.
It's a long day, dancing, moving around. Yep. When I want to go to sleep, I got to shower.
And she didn't. She went to bed with the same clothes she was outside with. She didn't wash her face, take off her makeup, nothing.
That's crazy, bro. Obviously, you got to shower, but like I said, bro, I can barely even nap without fucking taking a shower. You're not washing your face?
So he says that he started getting really turned off because, it was the night and he wanted to go to sleep with her and they were probably going to cuddle. It was their first time ever sleeping together. And just the smell and seeing how she wasn't really clean turned him off really bad. So he says he mentioned to her like 2 times, "You sure you don't want to shower? Like, I have this for you. You have wipes." And she was like, no, I'm fine. So then the next day they got ready to go to breakfast. He said,
"Bruh, this reminds me of this one time when I was like in high school. There was this girl that I was talking to online, and we met up for the first time for a movie date. And like she was pretty, she looked super pretty online, and bro, this is actually embarrassing as fuck. It's actually embarrassing as fuck. She was super pretty, cute online, as far as I could tell. And we linked up to go on a movie date. But before the movie date, we went and sat down and like had some ice cream or whatever, just to talk and shit. And I kind of like noticed that when she would talk like this, like she wouldn't show her teeth. Like it was weird. Like I don't know how to explain it, but like it felt like she was talking like this and she would barely like show her teeth. So like I started to pick up on that, but I was just like, I don't know, maybe she like has like a small tick or something. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this girl. It's just my first time meeting her. So everything goes smooth, it goes good. And then now we're sitting in the movie theater and we're watching a movie, we're having a little small banter here and there, as you do when you're watching a movie on a date. But then there was one scene that was actually funny as fuck, and she burst out laughing. And she was like, some girls, like when they laugh, like they'll like cover their mouth or whatever. And I could see that she was about to do that, but she just took a little hesitant too long to do that, bruh. And when I seen all them teeth, my nigga, when I'm talking about her teeth had plaque and it just looked nasty as fuck. I was like literally in that bitch like disgusted, bro. And the thing was that pissed me off is like we were catching a good vibe. I was fucking with her. And again, she's a pretty girl. So it's like me not overly fixating on her like teeth. And she was like kind of already talking in a weird way where I couldn't really see her teeth like that, like this. I just overlooked it. But it wasn't until like I'm up close and personal, I was like, oh my God, her teeth are fucking chopped. Bro, I was so disgusted, and it was so crazy to the point where like, I'm a gentleman at the end of the day. I'm not here to embarrass anybody and make them feel terrible. So, you know, I tried to keep it P and, you know, be respectful the rest of the night and not like act weird, but I was so turned off. But I could tell like that vibe was already caught. She was already fucking with me. And I remember being at the end of the night where I walked her over to her spot. And I'm just like looking at her because I could see it in her soul. Like she wants me to kiss her. But like literally, I'm like on the verge of throwing up. Like I'm like, bro, I cannot kiss this girl. If I kiss this girl, I'm going to throw up. If I kiss this girl, I'm going to throw up. And I hug her, I kiss her on the forehead. She looks at me. I'm looking at her. And I couldn't do it, bro. I couldn't do it. And that was my last time talking to her too. I ain't gonna lie. I was younger, so I was more on some immature shit. After the day, I never spoke to her again. But I was like, bro, this, and again, it's like, I don't know what her past was, but it's just like, when it comes to your teeth, bro, yeah, they're genetically, like if you have crooked teeth or some shit, there's some shit you can't control, right? Like I have crooked teeth. It is what it is. But when you don't brush your teeth, your tongue is white, got plaque all on your shit, teeth looking like a different color. It's like, bruh, y'all niggas just not brushing y'all teeth. What the fuck? And you probably chowing down candy or some more shit, but bro, it's nasty. It's literally nasty.
That, you know, they.
And the thing is, and sorry, now I'm yapping. I know y'all want to finish, but like, you can go and get veneers or, you know, do whatever to your mouth to do the temporary dental fixes. But if you don't start practicing good habits, your breath still gonna stink. Your tongue still gonna be white as fuck. Like, you got to start brushing y'all teeth. Y'all got to start practicing good habits. And it literally feels disgusting. Like, y'all know when y'all wake up in the morning and you could feel like a little bit of like, I don't even know what to call it, a little bit of like, I wouldn't call it gunk, but like when your teeth feel a little rough because, you know, maybe there's some plaque buildup or something. Like that shit feels nasty. It literally feels nasty. How do you go the whole day with like brush your teeth? I don't know, bro. Sometimes it's so hard to believe that we share the earth with people like this.
Woke up. He says that he never saw her brush her teeth. Everybody went in the restroom and kind of, you know, were taking turns, and he didn't even see her bring a toothbrush or anything like that. So he started to kind of pay attention to see if she did.
Mind you, I'm sure he kissed her before and everything.
He confirmed that she did not because he could smell her breath.
Oh!
He says that, again, she didn't wash her face. She didn't shower. She just kind of changed and kind of cleaned up a little bit. But the makeup was still there. Everything was still pretty much the same. Day 2. He says that, you know, they went out to eat, and he just started to get really bothered by you know, her not cleaning up. So he says that they went out. After they went out to eat, they went out, you know, to the strip. They started walking. They started passing through some stores to buy clothes, to buy, you know, look around. And
I'd have been like, hey, babe, there's this cologne. You like this perfume? You like this one?
He would tell her like, oh, you don't want to buy this, you don't want to buy that. And she was like, nope, I'm fine. He says that they even went to like a perfume store, and he offered to buy her one. She didn't want one.
I'll buy it for you. I got it.
He says that it was just weird. So he says, again, you know, they get back to the suite and they start getting ready for the night. He says that he decided to take a nap, and, you know, he figured while I'm taking a nap, she's going to get ready. Well, he says that he woke up and she was ready, but she didn't shower. She didn't shower. She didn't wash her hair. She didn't do none of that again. So then he says,
at this point, you got to confront her, man. At this point, you got to be like, hey, you know, and don't be rude, but it's just like, hey, you took a shower yet? Oh, I'm about to hop in the shower. You took your shower yet? And she'd be like, oh, nah, I'm not going to shower. You're not going to shower? Why not? What's going on? Why you not showering? You know what I'm saying? You got to try to fish it out of them. You know, you don't got to get on their ass like in a disrespectful way, but like, what's going on? Like, why are you not showering? You need a towel? What do you need? You need an extra bar of soap? Actually, I got an extra toothbrush. You need a toothbrush? What you need? I got you. What's going on?
That him and his friends went downstairs to get something to drink, and he talked to his friend about it, like just to see if anybody else has noticed it. And his friend told them that him and his girlfriend had been talking about how she was really dirty.
Yeah.
So he says that this happened the whole 4 days. He never saw her shower. He says that he just could not stand it. Like it started to
The bitch got a water allergy? What the fuck's going on?
really gross him out, but he didn't feel comfortable saying anything, so he just let it be. He says on the way back home, he was really looking at her and he noticed that she was really dirty. And he says that, he dropped her off and he didn't want to talk to her anymore, but he knew he needed to tell her something. He says that like 2 days passed and then they decided to meet again and they were going to go out for dinner. So he says that when he went to go pick her up, again, she looked beautiful. She was super dolled up, he could smell her perfume. It seemed like she...
Is it one of those situations where she's not comfortable? Even though it doesn't matter, bro. You can't go 4 days without fucking showering. But what I was about to say is like, is she not comfortable showering anywhere else but her home or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Because, I know some people have like, I guess they have OCD to the point where it's like they don't feel comfortable, being vulnerable or getting naked or showering in somewhere that's not their comfort zone. But hey, doesn't fucking matter, honestly. In my opinion, it's like, yeah, I hear you. Maybe you're not comfortable, but like, bitch, you stink though. Like, you gotta shower, you gotta brush your teeth. Like, come on.
He had cleaned up. So he was confused, like, okay, like, it seems like she showered now and she's good now. Maybe it was just when we were out. So then later on that night, they decided to go back to his place. And it was the first time that they were going to be intimate. They had not been intimate yet.
Well, luckily for him, that was the case, because this nigga would have been kissing on a bitch that got four-week-old chicken stuck in the back of her teeth and some shit. So luckily for him, that was the case. But Jesus, you taking her out on vacations, y'all going all over the damn place for months, and y'all ain't even get intimate at all. I'm not even saying like cheek clapping, but nothing. God damn, sounds like sucker activity.
So he says that, he was excited, he made sure he was all cleaned up and
wanted
he had
that piece of
everything
that
set
stinky
up.
kitty.
And he says that when it was time to do stuff, he got the most horrible whiff from down there from her. And he says he's been with plenty of women. He understands that, everybody smells, everybody has different, smells. But
no. Not everybody smells. Yes, everybody has a distinct scent, but it doesn't have to be nasty. That is bad BO.
This one was not normal. He says that he kind of lost and told her what the hell is that smell? He says that she acted oblivious to it. And that kind of pissed him off more because she had been like this, when they were in Las Vegas. She kind of just made it seem like she didn't know, she didn't notice anything. So, he ended up calling her that night. He told her, you know what, I'm not in the mood. And he just says that he ghosted her. So what do you guys think?
Damn, so he never told her? At that point, you might as well have asked, what's the situation, man? Because when we went to the little vacation, I ain't see you shower. What's going on? I wanted to know.
Obviously, it was wrong for him to ghost her. I think that, if you're fucked out, you should be able to tell someone. But then how do you tell someone that, right? But the reason I wanted to share this story is because he says that it's happened to him a lot of times. And he says that he notices that the girls that are normally the prettiest or look the most well put together are the dirtiest.
Hey man, how do y'all feel about this? Yo, in the comments, share your stories. I gave y'all a couple of micro stories. Share your stories. How do y'all feel about this? Because this is starting to seem like a little pattern that's going on, man. They saying all the pretty girls are really the dirty ones. Now, obviously, I know it's not everybody, because that's not, I can debunk that. I've already debunked that in my own life. But, is there a rise in this? And if there is, why do y'all think it's happening? What's really the real root of the issue? Is it the parenting that didn't instill the good hygiene habits in them? Like, what's going on?
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look too easy.